Chris with Freedom Farm TV, and stay tuned because we're making Muscadine wine. This is Chris from Freedom Farm TV, and today we'll be showing you, I'll be collecting some muscadines to make muscadine wine. It's mid-September and the muscadines are ripe. Pick us some muscadines. I'm gonna start out with a gallon of muscadine wine because I've never made it before. So I don't know if you can see or not, but we have a tree full, a vine that's on these trees full of muscadines that are ripe. It is September 14th, 15th, 16th, something like that. Kind of lost track of time with Irma, and we lost the power for a day. So we're going to pick these and going to make some muscadine wine. Muscadines are a native grape of North America. They're really sweet, and they'll get this deep purple color, and they have this little seed pod inside. We used to, it's kind of like snot, but they're real juicy. So if you pick one, you see the eye where it's attached to the limb, you just squeeze it and the juice comes right out. It's just delicious. In these low-hanging fruit, and how am I going to get all them? So I'm going to give these limbs a good shaking, and then we'll pick them up off the ground. I've been meaning for years to tame this vine, because I don't know if you can see, but over here is the main trunk, and it goes up through all these trees here. And this produces great grapes every year. It's just hard to get to them. I have to shake and shake and shake, but this year, you can see it's just got grapes everywhere. So maybe we'll get us a good muscadine wine out of this year. Let's hope. It's funny how you change over time. But I've been living in where I live now basically nearly all my life, and you can just shake these, watch them come down. So we'll try to get as much as we can. But I fought these muscadines all my life, trying to get rid of them, and now just not knowing, they just provide. And I had great memories coming up when I was growing up, eating muscadines right off the vine. I don't know why when we get to become grown-ups we stop being kids at heart. But like I said, we had a peach tree and these muscadine vines, and I always have fond memories of being a child eating peaches right off the vine. Whoop. Eating peaches right off the vine and eating muscadines every fall right off the vine. Whoop. Kind of high up here, the ground's wet from what Irma came through. But I had fond memories of eating peaches right off the tree and eating muscadines right off the vine. There's plenty of them this year. I don't think I've ever seen this many in one spot. But I'm happy, happy, happy. You see, you give the vine a good shake, and a lot of them just fall off. You pick them off the ground, you put them in your sack, and next thing we'll do is we'll press them and put them in a carboy. Add a little sugar to them to increase the alcohol content a little bit. The recipe I saw added quite a bit of sugar, but I don't think I'll add as much as the recipe called for. We'll add some, and we'll have us some good old-fashioned Georgia muscadine wine. Trunk of the vine, well, that's the dead part, but here, and grapes only grow every year on new growth, but there it goes. You can see, like I mentioned earlier, I fought them all my life. That's where I cut one years and years ago. But now I'm, make great wine out of them. Here I picked my muscadine grapes. I'm washing them off right now. Then we'll press them. And then we'll put them into this 1 gallon demijohn, and stopper goes right there. Then the airlock, that's only 3 things you need. Have some muscadine wine. Alright, I've added a cup of sugar to my 1 gallon demijohn, and I'm going to use a Red Star Premier Blanc yeast to get this stuff going. And to crush the grapes, I'm just going to use a sterilized mashed potato masher and just press them and then transfer them to the demijohn. Done pressing. Like I said, I'm going to shake it up, get the sugar mixed up in there. I thought it'd be more red, but this looks like it might be a white wine. I thought it might be red, but like I said, it wound up being clear. We'll get all this shook up. We'll pitch the yeast, add the airlock, and then it's nothing but a waiting game then. We got some sediment in there, like some skin, so that'll add something to it. But when I rack it off to the secondary, we'll filter all that out. In the yeast, all right, we'll put the top back on it. Give it a little shake, just a little. I'll put the airlock on it, and then it should ferment for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then we're going to let it age for quite a while. Fine wines age probably about a year, so a lot of work. You got to be patient. And this is Chris with Freedom Farm TV, and that's all there is today.